Hello, welcome to Driving with Dan, episode 6. Today is the 29th, I think it is, of November. And on today's podcast slash video, I'll be talking about the Jaguar XE Project 8. So it just set a lap record and other things. But first things first, I am running late to where I need to be. So I'm going to drive. So yeah, we're back to Driving with Dan, episode 6. So yes, last episode I was, what was I doing? I was sat in the car, wasn't I? I wasn't moving and I had a light on me so you could actually see more. But no, back to driving, so that is normal. So that means you won't be able to see anything. Sorry about that. So yes, I was talking about what's coming up in this podcast last video. And Jaguar XE Project 8 lap record, 7 minutes 21 seconds I think it was. Which is ridiculously fast. The next thing is Grand Tour. They did their latest promo video for the new show, new season even. So that was I'm not going to say interesting. That was quite funny. What was the next one? The next topic was yes, the Corvette ZR1, which is now convertible. So that's the first time a convertible ZR1 has been made in so many years. It was 1970. And the last topic of today, I can't read because it's dark. Yes, it was a Ferrari 512, which had caught on fire a long time ago, and has then been put up for auction recently, and it sold for a rather staggering number. So all of that is to come. Right, okay. And also one thing I'm not going to mention is that was interesting because I've been saying that way too much recently and it's been getting on my nerves, and I think all of yours too. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to count for every time I say that was interesting because, and see how many I do it, because it's really annoying. Okay, first part then, the Jaguar. So XE Project 8, if you don't know it, it's a rear-wheel drive Jaguar XE with a roll cage and a wing, essentially. It is a track car, really. It's road legal, but it's a track car. It's going to have the horribly stiff suspension. It wouldn't be nice to drive, but it's quick, very quick. I watched the video, so that's up on YouTube, on Jaguar's YouTube, where you can see it do its lap around the Nürburgring, but 7 minutes 21 seconds, I believe it was. It might be a few seconds off, I can't read at the moment. But nonetheless, that is stupid fast, and it broke the record for the four-door saloon vehicle around the lap record, which is a big sort of market, and it's quite amazing that they did that. So interested to see more of that. There hasn't really been much footage around on YouTube or anything about that car, so I don't know when that will be, but yeah, very cool to see, and you can hear all the noises, and V8, very nice. So yeah, very quick. Would like to see more. Yeah, also, going off my plan already, I was wanting to talk about the video format. So as I am driving along, I am focusing on what I'm seeing, which means that I can't really focus on what I'm saying. So I think the old video style that I was doing, where I was just sat where I needed to be, was far better. I think that was probably my best one so far. But I don't always have that time just to be sat around doing nothing, and there's only a rarity that I will be able to do that. But if I can, I will. But for the most part, it is going to have to be with me driving, because that's all I've got time for. Yeah. Very nice. So yes, the next topic, Grand Tour. So they've been doing their promo videos recently, trying to advertise the new series on YouTube. And well, it's quite interesting how they've, oh, there we are, that's a count of one. How they've done it is quite a fun way of doing it. So the most recent video was them putting on some makeup to try and look American. Borderline racist, but it was quite a funny video. I don't know if that makes it alright. I guess not, but what they were... So yeah, they put on makeup, fake tan, and Tipp-Ex on their teeth to try and look basically like Donald Trump. And Jeremy was the closest. Really quite amazing how he looked like Donald Trump. But it's quite a funny video how that, you know, they're both, well, Jeremy and James are both dressing up. Richard looks the same, because they always, if you've been watching Top Gear and Grand Tour before, you know that the running joke is that Richard always wears makeup. So, quite a funny video that. Right, next topic, Corvette. So, it's the LA Auto Show at the moment. So the Corvette has been revealed, I think it was China it was revealed first, a few weeks back, where they mentioned the new ZR1. I'm in England, it's Z. Yes, it's an American car, but it's Z. So, yeah, the new ZR1, it's, what is it, 700 brake horsepower, 755 I think it is. So a massive number, but now they've just revealed it's going to be a convertible, and they have a car there as well with the roof down. It does look very good. I'm not so keen on the wing. It's a fixed wing on the back. It's a bit bold, I will say. But the roof down does look good. I think it looks almost better. And it's sort of an interesting. Oh, there we are, another one. It's why it's I can't even talk. The Corvette being a convertible is quite a fun one because it hasn't been done since, bear with, I'm at a red traffic light, I can check. I can't read. 1970. They haven't had a convertible since 1970, so that is, let me do the math, 47 years. That's a long time to not have a certain model and bring it back. So 47 years without having a convertible, they brought it back. It's got 755 brake horsepower. And it looks cool. What more do you need, really? What more do you need? So, what are we on? The last topic. Last topic already? Yes, the Ferrari. So, I saw this on Car Throttle. It's a Ferrari 512 that caught fire. Seems to be it started from the engine bay, made its way forward. And pretty much the entire car is ruined. It's still got the shape of a 512, but pretty much everything is melted off of it. But it has been up for auction recently, and because it's a Ferrari and because it's classic, it went for a stupid number. So this is a completely ruined car. It's got nothing on it apart from maybe a headlight which has survived the fire, and it sold for $40,000. And yeah, I suddenly thought, $40,000, what can you get for that? That's the same price as a Mustang GT in the UK, same price as a Focus RS, and you're getting a car which is just some metal. And you're thinking, well, how hard could it be to restore it? Well, the whole thing was in flames. They don't reckon the engine is really repairable unless you replace everything. Interior is fully gone, so that'll be completely have to be remade. It's, well, a lot of money on top of the 40,000, and I don't reckon it would be any cheaper than buying a whole 512, which isn't cheap. So it'd be interesting to see what happens if we hear any more about the car, if it does get restored, which I would like to see. If bringing back a 512 would be very cool, but that's a lot of work, so we'll have to see what they do. But, you know, it would be quite cool to own a 512, especially to say you own a 512, especially if you only paid £40,000 for it. That doesn't come off very often. But, yeah, I'd like to hear more about that car, see what they do. Doubt it, though. I reckon it's just going to sit in a garage as is and just be something to look at. Which is, it looks awful, basically. It's just rust, essentially. It's a bit of rust with some remnants of interior and Ferrari in it. Anyway, this is pretty much the end of the video. What are we at? We're about 10 minutes, maybe just under. Thank you for watching. Again, say what you think I need to improve the show. And I hope you enjoyed the 5.5 video, which was my actual last upload, where I went to Aston Martin and failed quite badly. But let me know what you think I should improve. Let me know what you think. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you in episode 7 next week. Cheers.